Hello everyone and welcome to my first top 10. Please keep in mind that these are opinion-based, but feel free to give your opinions in the comment section below. Anime has been a big part of my life and the themes are inspirations that I live through in my daily life. Maybe you might find a recommendation or two, who knows? With that said, let's begin. Code Geass. Before Code Geass, I wasn't too much into the whole mecha thing. But when I saw this, I realized it was something completely different. After witnessing his mother's death as a child, a teenager named Lelouch Lamperouge gets a Geass, a special eye power, from a mysterious witch and will use whatever means necessary to get his revenge, fighting a war against Britannia, his father's empire, and putting an end to oppression that befell the Japanese people. He does this under the guise of Zero, a masked terrorist. This series has so many twists and turns, epic action scenes and music, and the perfect balance of drama and humor. I loved how V for Vendetta, one of my favorite DC films, was an inspiration for this anime. The ending, which I'm not going to spoil for those who haven't seen this anime yet, was one of the best ever, and I can't wait for Season 3 when it comes out. Magi, an anime loosely based on the 1001 Arabian Nights? Count me in! Aladdin was one of my favorite Disney movies growing up, and I also watched the Sinbad TV series back in the 90s. For this reason, I was really excited about this series, so I wanted to check it out. While it doesn't follow the Arabian Nights to a T, it still has elements. Dungeon capturing, genies, a poor boy becoming a prince, an epic sailor going off on quests. Like Code Geass, this series had the perfect balance of drama, humor, and action, and I highly recommend all three series. I could briefly explain each one, but you would have to see for yourself. Start with Labyrinth of Magic, as that's the first of the three. Ouran High School Host Club. Kiss, kiss, fall in love. Ah, Ouran, where do I begin with this one? Here's the summary. Our first slice-of-life comedy follows a girl named Haruhi as she is enrolled at Ouran Academy, the so-called playground for the rich and beautiful. While trying to find a quiet place to study, she stumbles upon Music Room 3, where the infamous host club does their business. The host club is comprised of 6 guys, each with a character stereotype, and they mistake Haruhi for a guy. She accidentally breaks a vase and must join the club to pay off her debt. This series is so hilarious as it makes fun of the various tropes that we see in anime today. Fan service, cross-dressing, harems, you name it, it makes fun of it. Also, what's a parody series without fourth wall breaking? I had quite the laugh watching each episode, and not only do I recommend the series, but I also recommend the manga as that's even better. Also watch out for those attaching twins. Yuariyaan Ice. I know what you guys are thinking. Kaneko, how can a yaoi anime be on here? Well, let me tell you something. At first I didn't want to see the series because of it, but then when I was told that it was different from the others, I decided to give it a shot with an open mind. Boy, did I make the right choice. It follows Yuri Katsuki, an aspiring figure skater from Japan, who goes into a depression after losing the Grand Prix skating finals. He manages to get his idol, Viktor Nikiforov, as his coach, while having to deal with a bully with the same name as his. The story is brilliant, the music is beautiful, and the characters are so relatable. They develop so well, and the skating is so much fun to watch. Another thing I like about this anime is that the characters are based off of real people. A few of them are actual figure skaters. And it references to other works, such as South Park and Ted. Hunter x Hunter. I love adventurous anime with fantastic action, emotional drama, and laugh-out-loud humor, and this anime was no exception. Gon Freaks is a young boy who aspires to be a hunter just like his father, and so he goes off to take a vigorous hunter exam before embarking on a quest to find his missing father. He meets the assassin Kahlua, mysterious Kurapika, and hot-headed Leorio, all to whom he forms a friendship with. This is one of those series that can be fun and lighthearted one moment, before going dark and intense the next. I love that unpredictability, and this is why I recommend this series. I'm still watching it on Netflix, and I can't wait until I get the chance to watch more, though that Hisoka really gives me the creeps. Noragami. Another amazing and balanced anime, Noragami and its second season have both been a ride from start to finish. Yato is a god who doesn't have any followers. During one of his jobs, he meets a girl named Hiyori, who gets caught up in a life-threatening accident in order to save him. She becomes a half Ayakashi, or phantom, and Yato makes a promise that he would restore her. The developments around each of the characters is done almost perfectly, and this anime really knew how to make me cry in some areas and laugh in others. The animation is so beautiful, and the relationships are powerful here. Not to mention the music really has that Middle Eastern feel to it, which in my opinion is very unique. I wish that more of it will be animated, especially with how things are going in the manga currently. Durarara. A few anime have Easter eggs that reference other series, and this anime is certainly one of them. In the future, I will probably do a top 10 Durarara Easter eggs list, but right now, I'm going to briefly talk about this series. When a boy named Mikado moves to Ikebukuro, he is surrounded by a cast of colorful characters with mysterious backgrounds. The characters are very unique, looking at you, Celty, and badass, and they play off each other very well. In fact, Izaya Orihara is probably my favorite character voiced by Johnny Young Bosch, who did a super job portraying the antagonist. The balance of light and dark moments really shows in both series, and the mystery always keeps me coming back for more. It's got a strong ending, but it left me wanting more. That's how good it was. Not to mention, it's got one of the best soundtracks that range from easy listening, to samba, to blues jazz, to rock. Gurren Lagann. So few mecha anime gave me a lasting impression, and Gurren Lagann really impacted me to a great extent. In a post-apocalyptic world, a boy named Simon and a number of others must fight to take back their world from a group of beastmen that rule the surface. The inspiring message really stood out above the rest, with quotes such as "Believe in the me that believes in you," and "Drill your way up to the heavens." While I didn't care for Simon at first, his growth was probably the most well done of this series, though the death of a certain character really drove me to tears. From start to finish, throughout the epic battles and the emotional scenes, this series made me shout, "Row, row, fight the power," mentally of course. Free. While skating was my favorite Winter Olympic sport, swimming was not only my favorite pastime, but also my favorite Summer Olympic sport. No other sports anime has impacted me more than Free and its second season, and this was my first sports anime too. After a dramatic fallout with his childhood friend, Ren Matsuoka, Haruka Nanase longs to get back into the water again and swim with his friends like he used to, but that isn't easy, especially when he and his friends Nagisa and Makoto meet a fourth member to form a swim club. The second season is deeper, and its theme is highly relatable to those who have yet to, or who already have, graduated from high school. What are you going to do after graduation? Through the gorgeous animation, balance of drama and humor, intense swimming scenes, and relatable characters, this series was a joy to watch twice. Even my boyfriend really enjoyed this series, and I can't wait for the next project to come out. Before we go to our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1, Gintama. Want a long-running anime with millions of references to other series, breaks the fourth wall, makes you laugh and cry with every episode? has an awesome soundtrack, and has exciting and epic action scenes that put you on the edge of your seat, look no further because I have a top recommendation for you. Gintama has everything. It follows Gintoki Sakata, a samurai with the dream to protect the innocent, Kagura Yato, who wants to have a better life than she does already, and Shinpachi Shimura, a dorky teenager who wants to be a samurai, as they do various jobs for other people and get stuck in various shenanigans. While it has a slow beginning, it has a charm to it that makes you want more. Even the fillers are done right. I'm still watching this series, and I highly recommend it to everyone. Like Gurren Lagann, it also has inspirational quotes from the main man himself, Gintoki, one of which I have as my email signature. The cast is colorful, each with his and her different trademarks and characteristics. I could go on and on about how awesome this series is, but you better find out for yourself. And this is why Gintama is at the top spot. And that's it. I would love to see your list, so comment below and subscribe for more top 10s, my chat series Homefront and Ascension, AMVs, and more. Also, I would love to hear feedback of how I can improve, so don't be shy. Check out my Facebook page, Kaneko Aikawa Productions. Until next time, people, see you later.